Hi guys, how are you doing? It is my hope that you are well. I'm fine and I'm so happy once again to be here on the Vima Show. For those who are new, this is the Vima Show and we deal with the love issues, relationship tips, marriage, inspiring stories, and I'm so happy for everything you guys are doing for me. When I forward a video to you, you always watch. Please, if you don't watch the videos, please kindly go back and watch our previous videos, because I know that you're going to learn a lot. We do different content. The other day we did something on couple show, and I'm still bringing more and more couples. I'm waiting for you guys to suggest which couple do you want me to bring on the show, and I'm so happy for the responses. Most of you are DMing me like you love their story, you love everything about them. And imagine what I'm doing right now. I'm bringing these people here on the show so that they might inspire someone. You who are watching and you believe that marriages don't work, I'm bringing them here to show you that marriages are working. Okay, it is all about, when you get the right person, it's all about waiting for the right time as you trust in God. Okay, if you're there, you feel like maybe there's some delay, maybe someone is not coming, let me assure you, at the right time, even the word says that at the right time God makes everything beautiful. And so I'm here to encourage you that at the right time it's going to happen. So please don't feel like maybe you want to give up. Don't feel like it's too late. It's like God has already forgotten you. He has it and is still coming. And right now, if you're a single person, you're waiting to get married, please, can you enjoy your singlehood? The other day I did an episode on singlehood, and I told you guys that when you're single, make sure that you love yourself. Okay, in fact, it is a time when you learn some moral values, some aspects of selfless, being selfless. Okay, so make sure that you use that time well. Love God, serve God, like love people, interact with the different people, travel, do so many things. Your hobbies, do them, because when you get married, you're going to have a very fixed time, and I mean that your time is going to be limited. There are some things you'll not be able to do, not because you don't want to do, but because of time. Okay, so right now, if you're there, you're single, love yourself. If you're there, you're in marriage and you feel like you want to give up in that marriage, please don't give up yet, because marriages are working. Okay, you can even get a counselor, go and visit maybe someone, a spiritual leader, so that maybe you can talk to them about what is going on. Okay, but don't die alone. I always tell people that way, because when they come, maybe they want advice, or maybe they're in marriage, I always tell people, don't die alone. Okay, that is one thing that is making people to be, don't suffer alone. Go and express, look for a friend, a genuine friend. Go and share. Kama uko na issue, maybe something is not working well in your family, in your marriage, get someone you can share with. Okay, because that helps a lot. That is one of the healing processes. Okay, and so I'm so happy for those responses, and I'm so happy for everything that you are doing to support me. Please keep on subscribing. If you are watching the show, you are a new person, you've not subscribed, please, can you press that subscription button and share with your friends, because it helps us. That is, you cannot pay us for everything that we are doing here. Remember, I told you we are a team. So please just do that, and you're going to, it's going to push us a while. And another thing, now on the show of today, what I wanted to talk about, it's something that is not related generally to marriage, but of course there's some connection. And I was thinking of sometimes there are those situations in life that will always require us to be silent. Have you ever come across a situation that whereby you are supposed to be silent? Or rather, you just feel like you want to remain silent. You don't want to talk. You don't want to respond. So there are some situations in life that require silence, and silence is always golden during those moments. And that is what I want to talk about today. It can be, you can call it a lifestyle content. So those moments when you are required to be silent. Other times you'll be required to talk, you'll be required to express yourself, but sometimes the Holy Spirit will always help you to understand that, this moment, don't speak. In this season, don't speak. This is a season where you're supposed to be silent. Do not respond to anything. And so that is what I want to capture on in this episode. It's going to be a very brief one, by the way. Please sit down and watch till the end. And the first moment, or rather I'm giving you now these examples, or rather the moments when you are supposed to remain silent. And the first one is when you are upset or when you are in anger. We are human beings, and some things can happen the way we don't want them to happen. Sometimes you're going to be sad. You're going to feel upset, maybe because someone has done something to you, or you are in that marriage and maybe your spouse has done something that you don't want, or rather you don't like. Please, when you are upset, just be silent, okay? When you feel that you want to speak, because when you are upset, you will always say so many things, and mostly they are going to be negative things. And because you really want to avoid speaking anything negative, that maybe the consequences, you're going to feel guilty later, it's better to be silent than to speak, okay? So when you face such a certain issue that makes you upset or angry, please just remain silent. Then the other one is when you are tempted to gossip about another person. I know we love gossiping. Please don't gossip another person. Be silent when you feel like there's a certain information that you cannot withhold in your heart. You feel like sharing with another person. That is the moment to be silent, because when you start gossiping, that is wrong. You are speaking something about maybe, and definitely that person you're speaking about, most of the time they are your friends, and I call them pretenders or hypocrites. You are here, you speak to me about someone else, and then you go and then you start, like, gossiping is so bad. And let me tell you, gossiping is addictive. So if you have that character, please, can you train yourself to be silent in every situation? When you feel like you want to gossip about someone, be silent. Then the other one is when in the presence of someone who is grieving. I know this one, you can relate to this. Maybe there's that time, maybe you faced you grieved about a loss of a person, a loss of a loved one, and someone will come there and they start speaking negative things. They start talking about negative issues. They start, sometimes you don't have to speak. Even if you've gone to console someone, or rather to console with someone, or rather with a family, you just need to be there. They just love your presence. You don't have to speak, because many times you'll find that you don't know even what you can say. You don't understand what you can tell them. Maybe someone has lost their child. You don't know that pain. So when you go and maybe you start telling them, I understand the pain you're feeling. No, you don't understand. And because of that, I encourage you and I ask you, always be silent. If you've gone maybe to tell someone sorry for the loss of your loved one, just go and say that and be silent. Just be there. Help, maybe just comforting them. Don't speak, because sometimes you can say some words that might raise issues even in their lives, okay? Because now coming from the Kamba area, most of you will say, you see, Bure, you go and you are consoling someone and then you are telling them, we are Jakufa Bure, there was a reason. No, please don't say that. Always be silent. The other one is when there is an heated argument or a debate, please be silent. These are the things that will bring fights. There is going to be issues of conflict, and most of the time you find that those people who are, maybe when there is an argument, there are some people who are short-tempered and they always react with fights. So anytime you feel that there is an argument, but these people have, or rather the argument has already been heated so high, you feel that you don't want to cause an issue or rather a conflict, please just be silent. You don't have to speak, okay? If maybe it's an argument about maybe a certain debate or a certain topic, and you feel that this thing is leading to fights, please avoid it. You don't have to speak. Then the other one is when you have doubt or you are unsure of what you want to say, please don't speak. When you are not certain about what you want to say, or maybe let's say you are speaking about someone and you're not very sure, and you start saying, they did this, and you're not even sure. You are not sure about everything that you are saying. Just be silent, because that is trying to put maybe, or rather you're trying to badmouth someone, or rather even gossip someone. Then the other one is when you don't know the full story. this is what I always tell people. If you don't know what you're talking about, if you don't know why maybe that sister has stopped coming to church, if you don't know why that family has broken up, if you don't know why that woman has left her marriage, if you don't know why that family, that couple cannot have kids, if you don't know why those kids, maybe the kids in a certain family have they are going haywire, please, if you don't know the full story, just be silent. If you don't know the full story, just be silent. You don't know why maybe those people, you start saying they don't want to have children, and maybe you don't know whether they are struggling to have. You start saying maybe that couple, they are not. You start speaking negative about them, and yet you don't know that they are struggling with something. Maybe they are almost divorcing. If you don't know the full story, my viewers, please be silent. Then the other one, if you cannot stop, if you cannot talk without yelling, please just be silent. If you cannot stop yelling, you cannot speak without yelling. This is most of the time when you are wronged by someone, or when you have a conflict with someone, and maybe you feel like speaking, but you cannot even speak in a low tone. You feel like you just need to yell. Just be silent, because when you yell, you start now verbally abusing that other person. And imagine right now, whatever I'm doing right now is to help you avoid any verbal, I don't want to use the name that people use, but that verbal abuse, that is the one I'm trying to help you avoid. Then the other one is when the environment is so tense, of course, from the word tension. When the environment is so tense, it means there's something that is not okay. It means the people that are there are not in good terms. And so when the environment is so tense, always remain silent. Because you don't know, you can speak a word and then you hurt the one party. You can speak something and then the other party is hurt, and that can cause a conflict. And of course, it might now arise to a big issue. Then the other one is when people don't value your words. Please, can you train yourself to do that? Always speak when people appreciate what you want to say. So if you know that people don't appreciate your words, if you know that people don't appreciate what you want to tell them, always be silent. And I think this, it's okay, it might seem to be rude, but for the close people who know you, they know that you are not rude. They just know that there are some situations that you will speak, or he will speak. There are other situations that is going to be silent, and that should be the key. That shows wisdom. Speak where people value what you are telling them. Okay. Then the other one is when you don't want to listen to people. When you want to listen to people. When you want to listen to people, remain silent. This is turn taking. I don't want to teach English and oral skills here, but if you want to listen to someone who is talking, be silent. Be a good listener. Maybe you're there and maybe someone has come to you with an issue. Be silent. Don't start talking. Don't talk. Don't start judging. There was something on TikTok that was going, we listen, we don't judge. So listen without judging. You don't have to start judging during the conversation. They are telling you their story. They are telling you how they fell, and maybe now they want to come back. They are telling you their journey of highs, their lows, and then you are there speaking and judging in between the conversation. Even the person who is sharing is going to be bored with that. So learn to listen to other people. Then the last one is, if you don't have, I know it might argue in a negative way, but it's not negative. So if you don't have anything meaningful to say, if you don't have anything that is meaningful to say, just be silent. And so that is what I'm going to end with. If you feel that in this conversation, maybe people are talking, you go to a conversation whereby people are talking about football. And most of the men love football. And maybe you are there and you don't, as a lady, maybe you are there and you are not even a fan of it. Don't speak. Just relax. Be silent. Let the people know what they are supposed to say. Speak. Okay. Maybe you're in a conversation and you feel that maybe they are talking about something you don't know, or something you're not passionate about, or someone you don't know. Just remain silent. It's not foolishness to be silent. I always say that. And this doesn't go to the introvert. Most of you people say that we introverts, we love being silent. It's not just about that. We just know when to speak. when you are speaking, know when to speak, know why you are speaking. Okay, yes, because that will always guide you, that will always help you. And so thank you for watching the show. I told you it's going to be a short clip. Thank you so much for watching. You can share with your friends, you can tell them to subscribe, to share with other friends, and let us grow together. Thank you so much. I'm Joy, your host in Vima Show. Thank you so much.